Okay, boxing fans, our opening bout tonight, before we get into the Sean McLean, Alan Surratt matchup, that's a heavyweight bout. That will be our main event. But first, Rudy Bad Boy Lovato and Jose Ramirez in a rematch in the welterweight division. Rudy Lovato is slick, he's skilled, he's experienced. He takes on the very powerful Jose Ramirez. Both are from Albuquerque. There's a good crosstown match. We'll get to it right now. Well, boxing fans, here we go now with our opening bout of the evening here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Dan Cisneros at ringside, and you see now heading towards the ring, the bad boy of boxing, Rudy Lovato out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. His opponent, Jose Ramirez, is already in the ring, and we're just now waiting for the announcer to get things underway here. This is a rematch. Rudy Lovato and Jose Ramirez met once before. Lovato won that first meeting on a split decision. Let's go up to the ring announcer.
In the blue corner, weighing in at 156 pounds, with a professional career record of 4 wins, 3 losses, with 2 knockouts out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, Jose Junior Ramirez. Goose. And his opponent this evening, weighing in at 151 pounds, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, with a record of 14-17, with 14 KOs, ladies and gentlemen, Rudy Lovato.
So we're all set now. The ring announcer has introduced the two, and they are ready to get it underway. This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds. These are junior middleweights. These are guys who met last time as welterweights, but they've grown a little bit. Junior middleweights this time around. Rudy Lovato in the multicolored trunks with the American and Mexican flag on them, bad boy written across the back. And his opponent, Jose Ramirez, with the red trunks with the gold trim. Rudy Lovato with a record of 14-17. Has fought some outstanding competition. He's been in the ring against Greg Haugen, Cleveland Corder. Has a win over Tommy Eaglin out of Florida. Fought New Mexico's Chris Linson Jr. for the New Mexico state title. A great fight. Dropped a close decision in that one. A lot of people at ringside felt that Rudy had won that fight. And of course, many people also felt that Chris won. It was a very close fight. Could have gone either way, but Chris Linson got the victory. And Rudy feels he should be wearing the state title belt. But that just didn't happen for him, so he continues to campaign. His opponent, Jose Ramirez, an outstanding kickboxer as an amateur, just world-rated, well-known throughout the United States, has decided to try his hand at professional boxing, a record of 4-3 with 2 wins by knockout. And he has also fought some good opposition early in his career, so these two guys are a good matchup. We're coming to you from the Blades Ice-o-Plex Hockey Arena. This site where these two are fighting right now, actually an inline hockey rink. And I know that very well because my late son used to play right here on this very rink, and this is a special night for me. And I'm glad to see that Lenny Fresquez has brought professional boxing here to Rio Rancho, New Mexico, the first professional sporting event in the city of Rio Rancho in history. And we are very proud that it's professional boxing that leads the way here. So round 1 underway. The two guys just kind of feeling each other out here, trying to find out what they have in front of each other, although I'm sure they know very well from the last time out. Now Jose Ramirez opens up, and here comes Lovato with an attack to the body. And that's the same pattern that was set in the first meeting. Ramirez would launch one big bomb and rock Rudy, and then Rudy would come firing back with combinations. A dilemma for the judges. What do you like better, the big scoring punch or the light hitting but much more active combination punching? There's Rudy Lovato again, banging to the body with both hands. Ramirez now comes back with a nice combination, throws a right, overhand right, comes back with that left to the body, and Lovato covers up and then comes out firing. So here we go again. Rudy Lovato, Jose Ramirez. Should be another good one coming to you here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. The referee tonight from Santa Fe, New Mexico, Al Martinez. So we're just about ready to end the first round. Stick with us. We'll be back right after this. A good opening round in this one, and if that's any indication of what we've got in front of us, this should be a wild bout. Jose Ramirez in the red trunks, Rudy Lovato in the multicolored trunks of the American and Mexican flags. Round 2 underway, scheduled for 6. Coming to you from Blades Ice-o-Plex in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. The taller of the two, Jose Ramirez, with the more of a reputation of the big puncher. Rudy Lovato, known more as a boxer, not known to have a heavy punch. He has stopped a few guys and stopped them cold. He can bring a little bit of pop, but he's not known as the one-punch knockout artist like his opponent, Jose Ramirez. And again, Lovato getting busy, and Ramirez looking to counter with the right hand. Rudy Lovato recently losing a decision to the former world champion Greg Haugen. And he too was a former world-rated professional kickboxer. So these are two guys who formerly did the kicking, now stepping into the boxing ring. Round 2 coming to you from Blades Ice-o-Plex here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You are watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour on Community Cable Channel 27. This show's been running since 1991. We're still going strong. Lots of boxing action here in the Duke City. Both men now kind of stepping back and boxing a little bit. Ramirez tries the left hand and Rudy just ties him up. Lovato seems to punch more with the combinations. He will explode. He will go to the body a little bit more. Ramirez seems to be looking more for the big shot. And there's Lovato again with the body shots. Here comes Ramirez now on the counter. The same pattern over and over. One guy will initiate an attack and the other one responds in kind. These two guys are evenly matched. A great matchup here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. You would think that Ramirez, being the taller of the two, would probably want to stay outside and use his jab a little bit more than he does. But Lovato's got pretty fast hands, and he's very tricky, and he's got a lot of experience. He's good at countering off of the shots of his opponent, and I think Ramirez just lacks a little bit of experience in the boxing ring. Again, Lovato with a body attack. Both guys kind of exchanging jabs right now. We're just about at the end of round number 2. Don't go anywhere. This is a good one. Lovato and Ramirez on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. Back to the action now. Round 3 underway. Rudy Bad Boy Lovato, Jose Ramirez in a good one here. It's been close. Lovato a little bit busier. Ramirez looking to land the big bomb. Rudy Lovato has a reason to win this match if he can. The promoter, Lenny Fresca, is apparently saying that maybe Rudy should consider retiring. And Rudy, taking exception to that, has decided to go ahead and fight Jose Ramirez. Ramirez now fighting for Team Fresquez, so Lovato with a little bit of added incentive here wants to show what he can do against one of the Fresquez stable of boxers, Jose Ramirez. And now Lovato working with the free hand, scoring with the right hands as he just continued to wing away. Ramirez tied up the left hand, so Rudy goes to work with the right. And you can see the experience of Rudy Lovato. He's a very experienced boxer. And it shows. Ramirez now tries the right hand. Rudy answers with 2 shots to the body. Again, 2 shots to the body. Lovato working in combinations. course, this crowd is all on fire right now, anticipating their main event. Rio Rancho's own hometown hero, Sean McLean, the former IBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world, returning to the ring after several years of a layoff, will face the man who defeated him, Elan Surate. He would like to be pronounced Surate. Sorry about that, Elan. But that was a tremendous fight, and we expect just as good of a matchup coming up in our main event. But right now it's Rudy Lovato, Jose Ramirez. In a good one here. Again, Ramirez going to the head, Lovato answering to the body. Rudy continues to move forward now, and referee Al Martinez gives a warning for, he asks Jose Ramirez to keep his punches up. Both boxers with a lot of respect for each other. They met the first time out at the Lujan building in Albuquerque, and that was an absolute toe-to-toe slugfest. A tremendous fight. The crowd loved it. It was probably the fight of the night. So they come here to do it again. Lovato winning a split decision that time out. Again, you can see Ramirez trying to find a way to slip in that right hand. He wants to end this thing early. We're almost at the halfway mark of this one, scheduled for 6. Here comes Ramirez on the attack with the last seconds of the round. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Dan Cisneros at ringside. You're watching the 8-Count Boxing Hour here on Community Cable Channel 27, only in Albuquerque. And there's a left hand sneaking in, snaps the head back of Jose Ramirez. Rudy Lovato in the multicolored trunks, taking on Jose Ramirez in the red and gold. We're at the Blades Ice-o-Plex Arena here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Again, another good matchup. The two styles make for a good fight here. Rudy Lovato a little bit busier, might have a little bit of an edge on our unofficial scorecard here. And Jose Ramirez launching big shots. Again, you see Ramirez trying to slip in the right hand, but Rudy's very slippery. Hard to land a clean shot on Rudy Lovato out of Albuquerque. Both fighters out of Albuquerque. And it's the power of Ramirez against the experience of Rudy Lovato. Right hand to the body from Rudy Lovato, and Lovato has been digging gold in that body. Smart on the part of Rudy Lovato. He has the taller opponent, the big long frame. It's a bigger target, and he's taking advantage of it. There he goes again. And now Ramirez tries to answer back with one shot, and Rudy answers with 2 or 3. Very reminiscent of the Tito Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya fight. Trinidad throwing one shot at a time, and De La Hoya responding with 1, 2, 3 combinations. Similar pattern here. Rudy Lovato now patiently moving forward, kind of stepping in, keeping his hands up high. Ramirez on the outside, on his toes, moving around, trying to punch and step off to the left. There's a nice left counter by Lovato. Lovato, very deceiving. He looks like he's right in front of you. You throw your shot, and all you get is a little air and then a counter shot back in return. Rudy Lovato with a world of experience. The pace kind of slowing down here. Lovato waiting for something he can counter off of, and Ramirez a little bit hesitant to just go in there and throw the shot. Now you see Lovato just picking away with the jab. Ramirez looking for a counter bomb. There he goes, but it just grazes Lovato. Did not catch him flush. Lovato now back against the ropes. Comes out with another body attack. Again, Lovato sticking to the fight plan, going to the body. We're almost through 4 rounds of this one, scheduled for 6. head into round 5 in this one. Dan Cisneros at ringside. The 8-count boxing hour brings you Rudy Lovato, Jose Ramirez, junior middleweights. And it's been a good one, both from Albuquerque. A lot of pride, a lot to fight for here. Ramirez lost in their first meeting by a split decision. He feels he should have got the nod there, and he wants to prove that he can beat Lovato. Meanwhile, Rudy Lovato taking exception to some remarks from Ramirez trainer Melchor Chavez and promoter Lenny Fresquez, suggesting that perhaps Lovato might want to think about retiring, and Lovato here to prove a point against the Fresquez fighter Jose Ramirez. Rudy Lovato, known as the Bad Boy. He's had that name throughout his martial arts career and pro boxing careers. And he has been involved in some pretty wild moments here in the Albuquerque boxing scene. But he has become a fan favorite. He has a good following of loyal fans. And now you see the two just countering, a lot of counter punching here. Both guys countering off their opponent. Ramirez up on his toes, in and out, steps in, and Lovato goes to the body. Rudy Lovato has found gold with that body attack. And he comes with the overhand right now. Lovato staying busier, going to the body. The fight plan working well for Rudy Lovato. On our unofficial scorecard, we do have Lovato slightly ahead. Ramirez needs to do something to get this bout under control. He has just not scored enough on Lovato. Neither man's been down, neither man's been hurt. Again, Lovato just keeps busy with that left jab. Ramirez staying a little bit on the outside, maybe not quite the right distance he would like to have. He needs to be able to answer with the big right hand especially. That's his hallmark punch. Again, Lovato with the right hand to the body. Lovato has found pay dirt in that body attack. Of course, these guys met before, and they went all the way in their distance fight. So they know a lot about each other. Lovato suffered a cut in their first meeting. It didn't really alter his performance, but it did kind of bother him. We're just about at the end of round 5. 1 to go. Stay tuned. It's a good one. Lovato Ramirez on the 8-count boxing hour. So the two rise up off the stools for round 6 here, the final round. Referee Al Martinez asked for them to touch him up. They do, and here we go with the final 3 minutes of this one. Who do you have ahead at home? It's close enough that I will not argue with you either way, although we do have Lovato ahead in this one. Oh, and Ramirez with the right hand. Lovato answers right back. Now the two start to mix it up a little bit. Ramirez on the attack. Lovato goes back to the ropes, and as soon as he felt the ropes on his back, he charged forward and tied up Ramirez. A good move by Lovato to break up the intense momentum that Ramirez was starting to pick up there, as he had Lovato in a little bit of trouble, but you can see the experience. Lovato knew what to do. He tied Ramirez up and broke the momentum. Lovato now raising his right hand. And here comes Ramirez now with the left-right combination. Just grazing, just not able to land flush on Lovato. Lovato now moving side to side, back in the corner. Ramirez, here's his opportunity, but he does not let the right hand go. He's looking for the perfect shot here, perhaps looking for the knockout, and meanwhile Lovato comes out with a combination now as the two tie up again. Ramirez had Lovato in the corner, just a little bit hesitant to let his hands go. And Lovato taking full advantage of that now. Rudy Lovato now back out to the center of the ring. Again, Lovato with the jab right hand. Throws the double jab, comes back with the right. Didn't land it, but he's showing it well, and Ramirez respectful of it. Now Ramirez in the center of the ring, and Lovato back out. And the two out in the center of the ring. they kind of tie up and Lovato releases his opponent immediately. Al Martinez, the referee, right on top of things here. Two skilled boxers, but Lovato a little bit busier. Perhaps the experience, learning what it takes to win. There's a right hand by Ramirez, a big right hand. Now Lovato steps back. Oh, and Lovato with a counter left hand right at the end of that flurry. Ramirez landed the big right hand. Now he's up on his toes, moving in and out. He needs to land something big, though, in our opinion. Lovato with the jab now, and Ramirez stays on the outside, dancing around. The two exchanging jabs now here as we come down towards the end of this 6-rounder. Ramirez moving around on the outside of the ring, looking for an angle to drop in the right hand. But Lovato's ready, lands a body shot, comes back with the right. Now the two are tied up and kind of mixing it up on the inside. Referee Al Martinez separates them. This one's about over. And that's it. The bout goes the distance. 6 rounds again. Lovato raising his hands, feeling that he may have won this one. And we'll have to see what the official judges have on their scorecards for this bout. The judges are Jim Bagshaw, Bill Gant, and Judge Aragon will also render judgment in this one. So a good matchup. You see the two now respectful of each other. And
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have made their decision. Judge Bagshaw scores this fight 60-56 for Lovato. Judge Gant scores this fight 57-57. Judge Aragon scores this fight 59-55. Lovato.
so the bad boy Rudy Lovato wins again against Jose Ramirez. We'll see if we can get a word with him on the way out here.
I owe you a good one there.
All right. Hey, was it tougher the second time or the first time?
It was easier the second time around.
Second time
around?
around?
I already knew the guys, so I just had to beat Lenny and his judges. That was Lenny's boys, and we got to come up here and we got to beat them good and clean.
And they said that Rudy should retire. What do you think?
Yeah, they told me to retire. Melchor, Chavez, Danny Fresquez, and them told me to retire. Hey, I don't take beatings. I'm a good fighter. I hang with the best. And here I am.
Did it again, Rudy Lovato. Congratulations, Rudy. See you, man.